Hello everyone, this is Jet Set Radio. It's an old title. Many of you might remember from the Dreamcast, and I think it made an appearance on the original PlayStation, maybe PlayStation 2, can't quite remember. Absolutely fantastic old game. Basically the idea is that you're part of a group of young rebels on nuclear-powered rollerblades. And the idea is basically to take back your city from the establishment, I suppose you could call it. The idea is you've got to tag various locations around the game world, earning points. You have a certain amount of time to complete each stage, and as the stage evolves, things get a bit more difficult. There are other people out there tagging as well, computer-controlled characters, and you'll have to avoid them and overcome their tags. You need to pick up spray paint. On-screen controls are reasonably easy to work with. You've got a power button, and you have to jump and grind between all the various points. Whoops. You can also grab hold of the back of cars as well, if you're able to. Ooh, avoid the bus, avoid the bus. Just go around this way. It's quite a difficult game to actually play on the touchscreens, I find. Not the easiest of titles. It actually works a little bit better on a controller, to be fair. It's a shame they didn't come up with a slightly better control layout, really. I say it's a bit jangly, and I think in part it's because we're converting from such an old game with, you know, quite limited buttons back then to today. I mean, for instance, you actually have the old camera button is still there from the good old days, so that if you actually turn your character around, the camera doesn't follow. You have to hit the camera button to then reposition yourself. So you almost have to kind of line up your moves before you begin them. Make sure that, you know, the line you're going to be taking is absolutely spot on. Let's just grab some paint. Oops. Ooh. Michael J. Fox would be proud. Graphics are absolutely fantastic, although they feel a little out of date now. The texturing's not particularly hot, even though, you know, it's the cell shading animation that we all know and love from the original. It does feel slightly dated, albeit still running with some nice lighting effects and so on that kind of make the game world feel quite alive and vibrant. We'll just spray paint that, there we go. And we'll get the one on top of there as well. And we'll run into a bus. Like I say, the game's reasonably difficult. It takes a while to get the hang of. This is one of those games that's not exactly pick up and play, but then the original wasn't really a pick up and play game. You know, you have to put in a good number of hours to really get the best out of this game. As you can see, the stages themselves last for around 500 seconds, I think it works out at, which is about 10 minutes or something like that, 7-8 minutes. So, you know, not quite a pick up and play title. You can see now that I've removed a few of those tags in the world environment. The game world has actually moved on a little bit now. Now they have added interesting swipe control motifs for certain bits. We've run out of paint. So that you can actually swipe to do the actions that you would use with the paint cans. So for instance, you have to swipe up, down, left and right to complete some of the harder spray challenges a little bit quicker. Let's see if we can just get this one to, right, there we go. So swipe down, that completes the next bit. There we go, completed. If you manage to get all of the swipe moves in the right order, then it doesn't take as long to actually complete that particular spray can challenge. You've got jump points, grind points, and all sorts going on in this game. Not bad for what amounts to £3 or £4, I think this game was. Not a bad title at all. Nice to see Sega bringing up some of their older classic titles and doing quite a good job on them on the mobile platforms. You'll enjoy this one.